Hey, Mark, can you just talk about how different it was with the fans in the building and maybe take me through that moment when you went out there for that last lap as the first star, lifting the stick to the fans?
Yeah, I mean that's speechless. Our fans are by far. No, we're good. We're good.
You're good.
Oh, sorry. Our fans are. They're the best in pro sports. This arena is the best arena in sports. They bring it no matter what. I'm not sure how many were there, but you could feel the energy. Skating out for warm up, seeing them. I thought it was pretty cool to be able to salute them and honor them for being back. It was. I just can't wait to get it full again. It's unreal playing in front of these fans.
Next question tonight goes to Ben Goat, Las Vegas Review Journal.
Hey, Max, along those lines, how much could you guys hear the fans on the ice, and especially how much did you hear them during, when Marc-Andre was pulled and you guys were looking for that tying goal late in regulation?
Yeah, that's what we do is we get energy and build off that energy from the fans. And when Tucky got that, I'd say when Hager got that goal and then that kind of carried over to Tucky's goal, you can't really explain it, but I think we all had that feeling, correct me if I'm wrong, where you're going to come back in that game and use that energy to at least tie it up. And I don't think there was really a doubt in our minds. And big reason for that is the energy we get from our fans. It's been so long. I know we don't have a full building, but it's been so long where we haven't been able to, use that to our advantage. So felt like we had to tonight for sure.
Next question goes to Chris Chapman, Fox Sports, Las Vegas.
Yeah, hey, Max. Not exactly the annexation of Puerto Rico, but could you talk about the game-winning goal?
There's some old legs chasing around the rookie for a while, and I thought I might have puked if I had to skate up the ice again. But luckily, Stoney, with that strong stick, was able to steal it, and I saw that their back checker fell, and I knew that Stoney was gonna feel that the guy on him fell, and that there would be a chance for a 2-on-1 break, and he obviously made an amazing pass to me, and fortunate that it snuck through.
Next question comes from Ken Bulkey, Sinbin.Vegas.
Mark, you always play with a lot of passion, but it felt like a different level today. Was that related to the fans, or is that the main reason?
I think it definitely feeds into the way I play the game. And I love coming to the rink and playing hard for these fans. I think the reason that we get to play this game, the reason that we get to enjoy this game is because our fans come and watch us play, and they're behind us 100%. And I don't think it was obviously just the fans, but they added to it for sure. But when you get a comeback win like that, those are big points. We were playing for first place. They're right behind us. They're a point back of us. So that was a first place game and just a huge win.
Next question goes to Justin Emerson, Las Vegas Sun.
And Max, you've been playing with Mark for a while. When he has a 5-assist night, does that surprise you anymore, or was even that on another level, you think?
Not at all. They're all first assists. I think that's not a lucky night for our captain. He generates the offense on our team. 5-on-5 on the power play. It felt good to get rewarded for our power play. I think we've been talking about trying to make plays, and he made 2 great ones on those power play goals to start us off. And I think when you do get those early ones, that kind of helps you get in a rhythm. And obviously he was feeling it tonight. That's a big night for him and a big night for our team, and he definitely led the way for us.
Take 2 more here for Max and Mark. Next question for them goes to Danny Webster, NHL.com.
Hey, Mark, we always see when goal scorers get in a zone like that. Excuse me, I'm sorry. We always see when goal scorers start scoring, they get in a zone. When you're putting assists like that, do you feel like you're in a zone as well?
I felt like I made some good plays tonight, but ultimately the shooters have to get open. I think all the goals, guys are getting into good spots and just laying it in for them to make the plays. The first goal, Glasser gets, hard on the stick. Just throw it in there. It makes a great play. the second goal is with patches. Those are hard plays. He doesn't really see the puck, so for him to corral it and shoot and score. And Hager, I talked to him between second period. Maybe not having his best night as a pro, but comes up with a huge goal for us. That's why he plays 60 minutes. And then we get the big tie and go at Tucky and finish in overtime.
Final question here tonight for Max and Mark goes to Stormy Bontoni, the Vegas Golden Knights.
Max mentioned to me earlier out there that this had the feel of a first place game and you guys wanted to make a statement. What's the statement that you feel you guys made in this setting?
Well, I don't think we brought our best. Obviously, we had a stretch of the second period where we played very poorly, giving up lots of chances. But I think tonight we really owed that one to Flower. He even bailed us out night in and night out. And like I said, maybe he didn't have his best game, but he made huge saves at 4-2 to keep us in it. And he deserves this win. We needed to back him, for a big win. And as far as the first place, these guys are playing great. I think it was 6 or 7 in a row, and they're dominating games. So that was a heavyweight tilt, and to come back like that is a big momentum swing for us. Shows a lot of guts by everybody.
Thanks for the time tonight, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, Alex, you guys have had a few third period comebacks this season. How different did it feel with the fans in the building?
It was electric, honestly. Obviously, it was limited capacity, but felt like a full building. Crowd was really into it. Felt like they were right on top of us. And you know what? They gave us the momentum to come back and win that game, that's for sure.
Next question goes to Ben Goetz with the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Hey, Nick, similar question, but just how much could you feel and hear those fans late in the third period and into overtime?
Yeah, they're amazing. I think it goes without saying that they're the best fans in the league, but I'll say it because they deserve to hear it, and they were right there with us all the way tonight, and definitely having them back feels good and gives us the momentum push, and it was great to see people in the building again.
We'll go to Ken Bulkey, Sinbin.Vegas.
For Alex, Mark Stone's usually a pretty animated guy, but have you seen him like that very often?
I think that's what 5 primary assists and a bunch of fans in the stands gets you. He's an enthusiastic guy, hardworking guy, and that's why he's our captain. he comes in, he shows up every day with that work ethic and that enthusiasm. It's infectious, I guess you can say. And no, he's been great, really positive, and he showed up huge for us tonight, and it was really good to see, and he deserved all the energy and enthusiasm in the world.
Next question tonight comes from Brian Blessing, the Vegas Hockey Hotline.
Alex, it's a game of inches. You barely got back on side on the tying goal and then spun and went to the net. Just can you describe the goal that got it to overtime?
Puck was rimmed to Max Pacioretty. He hit a really good play over to Stone that squeaked right to his stick, I guess you could say. And I just tried to, watching Stone pass the puck tonight, you just got to get a little bit open to get one in the back of the net. So I didn't do too much. He pretty much just banked it off my stick.
We'll hold just a moment if there's any final questions for Alex Tuch or Nicholas Hague. We'll go back to Jesse Granger from The Athletic.
Yeah, Alex, I know we've asked you a lot about the fans, but was there a moment like in pregame warmups or during the anthem or anything that stood out to you, just having them back in the building?
Sorry, was that to me? I didn't hear. Sorry.
Yeah,
Can you say that again, please? Can you say that again, please? Sorry.
Yeah. We've talked a lot about the fans tonight, but just was there a moment that stuck out for you in pregame warmups or the anthem or any part that kind of stuck out that they're finally back?
The anthem, when they said Knights, it wasn't just Will Carrier and Ryan Reeves yelling it on the bench or the blue line. It was thousands of fans yelling it, and I had a little bit of a smile on my face, that's for sure. And we knew that they were going to be with us all night, and it was going to be really exciting.
We'll take 2 more here. Next question goes to Danny Webster, NHL.com.
Hey, Nick, when you got back to the bench after you scored your goal, did you kind of get the sense of the emotion that you kind of brought to your group after you made it 4-3?
Yeah, I think the emotions were definitely running high, and I think that's what's great about our group is we're never out of a game, and I think we could feel it coming, and for us to be able to keep fighting like that and find a way to get back in that game get the job done. And I think that's just, that's what we do. And, it's exciting, and, we're never out of it. That's for sure.
Final question tonight for Alex and Nick goes to Stormy Bonatoni with the Vegas Golden Knights.
Just to kind of double down on that, Nick, I know we were all kind of joking about your nicknames, but the Hager
Hager
bomb.
Hager bomb. After that shot, it's Hager bomb for sure.
There we go. So to be able to have that release in that moment and to create the momentum switch for your team and for this crowd, how nice was it to let that loose?
Yeah, I mean, it was just one of those situations. I saw Stoney with the puck, and I just try to open up. I know he's going to get it to me. And, when I hit it, the puck was actually kind of up on its side, which it's sometimes better like that. And it kind of moved in the air. And it was definitely pretty exciting to see that go in. And, start the comeback and get it going like that. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, Pete, just how much could you feel those fans down the stretch in the third period and into overtime?
Yeah, that was the story of the night. What a difference, just having them in the building, the energy. I thought our players did a great job of acknowledging them, both prior to the game and then after the game. But, just nice, that sense of normalcy, to get people back, the energy. And for sure, they were a big part of what we did in the third period. I think the guys wanted to make sure that they left with a win.
Next question tonight comes from Justin Emerson, the Las Vegas Sun.
Justin.
Hey, Pete, does a 5-assist night from Mark Stone, does that kind of feel like you almost expected out of him, or even for him, is that a different level?
Well, that's a special night. Not many guys in the world can put on a show like that. And it's funny, I was joking with him because I was talking to him at morning skate about shooting more, and he goes out and gets 5 assists. So shows you how much coaching affects a player's mindset.
We'll go to Jesse Granger with The Athletic.
Hey,
Jesse.
Pete, in the first 10 minutes of the third period, you guys were struggling to create offense, and then the forecheck really got going. Was there something other than the forecheck that you saw that really flipped the game at that moment?
No, it was a strange game. I loved our start in our first period. I thought we didn't really give them anything in the first, and found a way to get the first goal. And then some strange bounces, around the net, and all of a sudden you're down. And it took us a little bit to regroup. We came in and talked between the second and third that we had some things go against us in the second, but we still had an opportunity to win this game. And, we jumbled the lines a little bit, went back to some combinations that were, guys are more familiar with. And I thought it took a couple shifts to kind of find a spark, but once they got rolling, it was pretty impressive pressure we put on the last 10 minutes.
Next question for Pete goes to Stormy Bonatoni, the Vegas Golden Knights.
After the Colorado series, you talked about wanting to make a statement and kind of send them a message. What kind of a message do you think winning in this fashion sends to another top team in this division?
Yeah, critical points. And, we've been on the other side of these type of losses, and they're tough emotionally, when you have a lead in an important game like that late in the game and you don't win. So critical points against a real good team that I know is going to be one of the teams that'll be there come playoff time. And we're going to enjoy it and hopefully, we can jump on them again here next game.
Take a couple more here with Pete tonight. Next question for him goes to Danny Webster, NHL.com.
Hey, Danny.
Hey, Pete, obviously you want to play a full 60 minutes, and third period probably didn't get off to the best start, but you kind of touched on it. Those last 8 minutes, probably the best stretch that you've seen from this group in that kind of a stretch?
We played some pretty good hockey at different moments, but, I felt that, probably. But our record says we played some pretty good hockey here too over the first 20 games.
Last question tonight goes to Brian Blessing, the Vegas Hockey Hotline.
Hey,
Brian.
Pete, you said not much time. I mean, enjoy it, but not much time, right? You get them back in 48 hours. And this is a team playing really good hockey, and they play a heavy game. They had long stretches of the game doing good work down low and crashing the net. What are the answers for, trying to deal with that?
Yeah. Well, they are. They're very good at it. And, you've got to bend but not break. I thought in the first we did an exceptional job against that. In the second, we took on some water, so to speak, and spent too much time in our own end. So, and even for a couple shifts early in the third. So, that's something we're going to have to deal with. I don't think you're going to be able to eliminate that part of their game. They're just very good at it, but we've got to do a better job of spending a little less time in our own zone.
Thanks for doing this, Pete.
Thank you.
Appreciate all the members of the media on the call as well. Full recordings will be distributed shortly. Thanks all.